Hey, how's it going, everybody? Charlie Wilson here, aka Sinister Charlie. Welcome back. More Mike Burnfire. I want to say Mike Burnside for some reason. Yeah, we got more of this, and this has been like more requested than any of the videos. Is the anger management campfire stories. I don't know what this is going to be about exactly, but I'll go ahead and like it anyway because they haven't let me down. Yeah, you guys really like these videos, and I do too. So, yeah, let's delete that. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, I guess let's go ahead and watch it. I have no idea what this is going to be. Let's go.
This chief, the one that I had to bring a different beret for, and the one that I had to constantly make sure my boots were polished for, that one was the same one that I got sent to anger management for.
Oh, okay, so it's a military thing. All right. Yeah. I didn't even know they did that in the military, but okay.
Because I told him that he was a fuckhead and he would be dead and gone before he would get any of the cabinets that I had.
What? I'm sorry, did you
Cabinets.
say cabinets? Were you hoarding cabinets as well?
No, I had done my on-the-job training. I had gone to my actual unit, and the Army, in its infinite wisdom, had decided to send me to a forward support company. The way a forward support company worked is now, instead of having all this expertise that you can pull from a whole shop filled with mechanics or a whole shop filled with armors, you now have one armor. Private First Class Zach.
You were in charge of everything.
Who has spent 3 weeks as on-the-job training. And that's all the experience yet. I had no idea how to fill out the correct forms. I knew how to fix guns. I didn't know how to fill out forms. I didn't know how to get things. I didn't know what kind of parts I was going to need to order.
Okay.
And they basically went, figure it out. So when I got to the company that I was in, immediately there are unit armors coming to me and saying, I need this fixed, I need this fixed, I need this fixed. I have 24 M4s that need to be gauged. I have all these things that are broken, and I need this fixed. And I'm like, cool, I don't have any parts, I don't have any gauges, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm inside this brick building. I had to go through every manual for every weapon that was used by the 6 infantry companies I'm supposed to support.
Jesus Christ, 6 infantry companies. Yeah, that's pretty much like a battalion. Jesus. All right. And one armor. That's gonna take a while.
I had to go through every manual, look at every weapon, and go, I'll probably need this part, and I'll probably need this part, and I'll probably need this one. I don't think I'll need this part. I had to guess at all this stuff. So I came up with this massive, and it took me months.
Yeah, you would think they'd have some kind of, yeah, you'd have to. Yeah, I don't even want to think about it. That's too much work.
I came up with a massive list of parts that I was going to need in quantities of things. I ordered all those parts, and then the parts got to me in cardboard boxes and plastic envelopes. And I have no way to organize these parts. I didn't go to college.
Wow.
Yes, and I went into the military. So I have no idea how to organize a whole part system.
Yeah, I think generally they would train you to do that, or they'd have somebody who was. Yeah, that's really fucked up. Yeah, I mean, I've had to organize. When I was a utilitiesman in the Seabees, I had to organize a lot of plumbing parts and stuff like that. I mean, they're plumbing parts, so and it wasn't really that hard to make a log of everything, but did that a lot actually. And I was like an E3 at the time, so I don't know.
Anytime someone's like, oh, Zach's so dumb, I'm just like, you have no idea the amount of fucking work I have. That's one of the reasons I'm so lazy now, is because I put everything into doing this stuff while I was in the
Ditto, sir. Ditto. That's why I'm lazy.
military.
You really had to bust your ass.
I had to, oh my God. It's one of the reasons I started smoking.
Well, I
and
did that
having
before,
really bad
but
anxiety attacks. I have PTSD from being in Iraq. I have PTSD from being at Fort Polk and having to run a forward support
I have PTSD from a lot of things, Iraq included.
company by myself. In any other unit, the job I was in would have been a warrant officer position. I was an E3.
Hey, I was an
Oh,
E3.
you weren't even an E4 yet. You were just an E3.
I was an E3 holding the position of a warrant officer.
I was like, I don't know. I guess I can fix these guns for you, but I mean, really, you're supposed to do this paperwork.
And then eventually it got to a point where I was just big bad angry Zach, where I was just like, no, you can go fuck yourself, Sergeant. I'm not fixing any of your shit because you don't have the fucking paperwork. So I got all these parts ordered. They sent a bunch of the wrong ones. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah,
with all
that
these
happens.
Parts. They're just sitting in cardboard boxes, and anytime I need to get a part, I have to dig through cardboard boxes and talk. You need a new hammer for your M16? Cool. This is going to take me about 2 hours to find this one because I don't know where the hell it is in this mess. I got so frustrated with having to dig through these cardboard boxes. I'm like, fine, I need cabinets.
Did you purchase these cabinets with your own funds? Or?
No, I purchased them with the funds that was allotted to our unit for that fiscal year.
Okay.
I ordered these cabinets. Cabinets get sent to the wrong company. Cool. All right. Well, I have to go get these cabinets now. So I go to sign on a 5-ton truck so that I can go pick up these cabinets.
It's all right. Way more involved than I thought.
I feel like I have to tell you all the effort that went into these cabinets.
I would probably freak out as an E3, to be honest. I was already overwhelmed with doing basic shit as an E3. Yeah, I don't know.
So you can understand why I did what I did.
Okay. Once I have the backstory, you refusing to surrender cabinets might make more sense.
Yes. So I gotta go get a 5-ton to go pick up these cabinets. I go to get a 5-ton. There's no 5-tons available. What do you mean there's no 5-tons available? There's like 25 tons sitting out there. Nope, we don't have a single one that you can drive. Besides, do you even have a permit to drive that? Of course I do. My shop is on the back of one. Why don't you just use the truck that your shop is on? I can't do that because the shop weighs 7.5 tons and the cabinets don't fit in the door of the shop that's on the back of the truck. Well, we don't have any trucks for you to use. Fine. So I walk a mile down to Bravo because if I drive my car down there and I get a truck at Bravo Company, then I'm gonna have to drive the truck back. And
you walked down to Bravo Company where the cabinets were delivered because you figured maybe they had a truck you could use.
Maybe they had a truck I could use. They have a truck.
Hooray!
Thank you. Thank you for being nicer to me than my own company will. Clementine will remember this.
Okay.
I find someone with a forklift to pick up the cabinets and put them in the bed of the truck. I drive the truck back to my motor pool. I bring them outside my office. We don't have a forklift.
This is giving me major anxiety. Like my hands are like sweating. Just like anxiety. Ooh. Yeah, continue.
Now the cabinets have to come off the truck. I had to get like 20 people to help me pick up these cabinets and put them on the ground outside of my shop.
Jeez.
Now I have to figure out how to get them in my shop. They don't fit in the door.
No!
Well, actually, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. They fit in the door, but only if I take all the drawers out
Okay.
to lighten them up somewhat.
That's better anyway, because you're going to move the cabinet anyway. Why not take out the drawers?
Take out all the drawers, get the cabinets put in my shop. They got nice little drawers in them, and I can put little things. It's like the inside of a tackle box in these cabinets. You pull the drawer out, and they got a bunch of dividers in there, and you just put the parts in it. If I needed a part, I could look at the list that I had made on my own personal computer on Excel, on the massive 300-plus page document that listed what the NSN for the part was, what the name for...
I used Excel a lot when I was in the Navy. I've never used it since. Yeah.
For the part was, how many of them I had, and what drawer and slot they were in.
You went so far above and beyond what was expected of you. If you had the chance to go back in time, would you tell yourself not to give so much of an effort? Because you worked your ass off, and you never even made the rank of sergeant.
Yeah, if I could go back in time and talk to past me, I would be like, look, just don't do anything. Brush it off. Maybe if you're lucky, they'll send you to a not forward support company because they'll think you're unreliable.
If you keep working this hard, they're going to find you irreplaceable. They're never...
Sorry I keep pausing it, but it's just memories flooding back, and it's just like so anxiety-filling. Yeah, the first 3 years, I was in the Navy for a little over 6 years. First 3 years, it sucked dick. Because I tried hard, and you keep getting put on shitty assignments because you try. So they see that, they go, oh well, he tries, and then I'll get all the credit for, whether it be like cleaning or waxing floors or first 3 years you're a janitor basically. And then you start making rank. E4, after you get to E4, you're like, all right, you still have to do work, and you're still a little bitch, but at least people are like, don't treat you like a boot or anything like that. And then I made E5, so that was like the last like 2 years I was in. I was E5, and everybody knew I didn't give a fuck anymore, so everybody left me alone, and I already made it very clear I was not re-enlisting. But there was a billet for Japan, for Yokosuka, that I was like, right when I was about to get out, I was like, oh man, they needed E5 in Yokosuka. Man, I want to go to mainland Japan. But then I was like, no, idiot, get the fuck out. You'll just be depressed in Japan. But yeah, maybe someday I'll visit Japan finally, or mainland Japan. Went to Okinawa, but that's not really Japan. Anyway, sorry. Continue.
We're gonna promote you. You're stuck. Be a lazy piece of shit.
I started doing that towards the end of my military career. I just started being a lazy piece of trash, and I didn't care anymore. Anyway,
if only you had started earlier.
This is great. I finally have organization for all my parts.
It only took you 4 weeks to get this set up.
2 months, and then probably another 3 weeks after that, getting all the parts put into all the bins and organized by like size and what weapon system they go to. Top drawers for M9 parts, second drawers for M4 parts, next drawers for M4 parts, drawer after that is M16 and 249 parts. I finally have my full bench stock list on a computer. Everything is available. Someone can come in and say, hey, the spring broke for my M16. And before they're finished with the sentence, I can say, excellent, I have 6 of them. Here is your part, sign here, here, and here.
And everything will work smoothly like clockwork.
I can't even tell you how happy I was with the setup. And then Chief came into my shop and looked lustfully at my cabinets. And his heart, yea, it was filled with avarice.
Avarice?
Avarice.
Greed.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Hot-Speed, open that cabinet.
Oh, yeah, I did wonder in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood what greed the avaricious meant. I was like, oh, yeah, avarice. Okay, that makes more sense. All right, I didn't know that. That's what greed means, avarice.
Give it an accent?
No, that's how he talked. He referred to everyone as high speed, and he talked with a really bad lisp.
Oh, okay.
Then Thrillinath cabinet. Yes, they are, Chief. It took me a long time to get them. I remember I put the order in.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to finally get these in here. Those are really not cabinets, high speed. I think I'm going to need them. No,
fuck
Chief,
you.
I just ordered these cabinets. I need them. I have all my parts in them. High speed, I'm going to need them cabinets to put Humvee parts in. The Humvee parts aren't going to fit in there.
Yeah.
The drawers are too small for Humvee parts.
What?
So it ended up devolving from a conversation of, no, Chief, you cannot have these cabinets. I just ordered these. I need them. Into, Chief, you can go fuck yourself, and I'm going to punch you in the goddamn face if you don't get the fuck out of my shop.
I think maybe we missed a step or two here.
Eventually, it resulted in me calling him an idiot and telling him that he would be dead and gone before he would ever lay a fucking finger on any of my cabinets.
Nice.
I feel like there might be some fallout from
And he said, we'll see about that, high speed, and walked out. At which point, I grabbed the pencil mount for a 50 caliber machine gun and threw it through a metal wall locker.
Good.
I shot-putted a 6-pound chunk of metal so hard into a metal cabinet that it punched a hole through it.
So you damaged your own cabinet that you just received?
Oh, no. This was a different cabinet. This was just like a metal wall locker.
Okay. Did anybody see you do this violent act?
Yes. The squad leader came to talk to me, and he said, you should not have done what you just did. And I said, oh, gee, no shit. You fucking think?
So you're at that point where you know you fucked up, and you're just wondering, what's happening now?
I had to go talk to the company commander. I got chewed out.
This is bringing back so many goddamn memories of bullshit. It's just like, oh, you get. Whenever somebody starts talking about the military, like this part of the military, I get like knots in my stomach. It's just anxiety. It's the same reason I can't answer a phone now. I get anxiety like a motherfucker when somebody calls me because I think it's going to be my chief or my squad leader or calling me to come in or some shit. It's like for some bullshit.
When I came back, my cabinets were gone and all my parts were on the floor in cardboard boxes.
Of course,
so I had to order more cabinets. As it turns out, what happened was better than I ever could have imagined. They sent me to anger management.
Yay.
I got to anger management, And sitting in anger management is a staff sergeant, a captain, a lieutenant, a warrant officer, a major,
Wow.
a staff sergeant, a
All
staff
very
sergeant,
high-
a staff sergeant.
These are all very high-ranking members.
These are all people
Wow.
who are much higher ranking than me. And then E4 Zach.
Oh, you had been promoted in between.
Oh, sorry. Was I an E4 at this time? I can't remember if I was an E4 or an E3. So everyone has to talk about why they were there, and it's,
That's weird.
well, my name's Sergeant so-and-so, and I punched one of my soldiers in the face
Whoa.
because he wouldn't stop mouthing off to me. Seems reasonable to me.
No.
Seems reasonable that you would be here. Not reasonable that you would punch one of your soldiers for mouthing off.
That seems reasonable to me. I can understand that happening. Everyone's going around and talking about what they did wrong. They get to me, and I said, my name is E4 Zach. I'm here because I told my chief warrant officer to go fuck himself and that I thought he was a massive piece of shit. Okay, that's weird. Why is there an E4 in here? While I'm in anger management, someone from my company calls me and asks why I'm not in my shop fixing weapons.
Oh my god.
And at which point I didn't even reply. I just snapped my phone in half.
Wow.
Anger management. Put the phone down on the table. This is why I'm here. And I just remember several of these other officers just looking at me like, I understand. I feel like they said it was anger management, but I'm pretty sure it was a incompetence of Fort Polk support group. It's just where they send the people that can't deal with the incompetence at Fort Polk. They just send them here so they can all just talk to each other about how fucked everything
Yeah,
was.
you know what? I would actually approve of that if I was, my first duty station was Suda Bay, Crete, Greece, which you think is going to be nice. Kind of. It was nice back then. I hear it got shitty. I don't even know if they still have that. It was like a support, NSA, a naval support activity. Yeah, I would really, it would be really cool. Well, I guess you could put your own group together. I'm sure there are, well, I guess there are people who get together and drink and bitch about the base, so never mind.
Good to know.
I ended up going to anger management for like 4 or 5 months. I have no proof of this, but I'm wondering if when I had told my chief to go fuck himself, if they were like, we've got to kick him the fuck out of the military. And then they went, wait, if we kick him out, we don't have anybody to fix guns. Shit!
And that was the first time that you had job security.
Yeah, I'm
Plot armor.
99% positive that I could have gotten away with pretty much anything while I was in the military because I was the only one they had to fix guns.
You never took advantage of this, though.
I did, just in weird ways.
When you started off the story, I figured there'd be a happy ending. You made a spectacle of yourself, damaged some machinery, and he said, whoa, okay, you can keep them, and walked away. No, you had to get new cabinets. You had to order a second pair of cabinets.
Had to order a second pair of cabinets.
Wow.
Fortunately, these ones actually showed up at my motor pool,
Well, that's good at least.
but I still didn't have a forklift to take them off the back of the truck.
Oh boy, many hands make light work.
Well, on the plus side, though, when I would go to anger management, we would do relaxation techniques, and I would get to fall asleep.
That's nice.
So sometimes anger management just meant nap time.
Oh boy. I'm glad this story had a happy ending after all.
All right. Good shit. Wait, is there more? Okay, never mind. That was really good. I like that story. Yeah, if you're ever decide, if anybody who's watching this is thinking about joining the military, I don't know why you would now. It doesn't make any sense. It made sense back then, because it was 2004, and it's weird that the recruiting numbers are so low, and I guess I don't know what the requirements are now, but yeah, if you're thinking about joining the military, just for the first 3 years, lay low. Don't do anything. Don't try to be a show off, unless you're trying to make chief in 7 years, then or whatever. I know a guy who made chief in like 8 years. It's weird. First class in like 5 or something. It's weird. I don't know. Military's weird. Fuck it. All right. Thanks everybody for watching, and thanks everybody for watching all the new viewers and the new subs. I really do appreciate it. It's really cool. So yeah, thanks a lot. Bye.